Hey guys, thanks for checking out this clip of the So Yeah podcast. If you like what you hear, give it a like. If you want to hear more, give it a subscribe. You can hear our full podcast on Spotify, link down below. So, yeah. Guys, what do we think could be improved with this film?
I don't know, man. It's hard for me to really go and judge a movie back from the '80s era. I mean, because like I've already said, the only previous live action Batman they had to go on was the '60s Batman, and didn't they have one in the '40s or something that was like black and white?
They did. I saw it. It actually wasn't bad for the 40s. Like, it was a pretty decent depiction of Batman for the time.
Yeah,
It
but
was like a 40 movie serial.
Yeah.
yeah, that's exact. But I can't sit here and really coach them on how to change a movie that was made in '89 when it had nothing else to work on, and you also had to worry about them worrying about what was going to appeal to the public and stuff. And I'm usually biased because I usually like Tim Burton movies usually. So I'm not going to say much about what I think they could have improved in it, other than like I've already mentioned before, I really did not want Joker's backstory to be that he was the killer of Batman's parents.
Well, that's a humble answer, but just FYI, this question come with every single movie, so I hope you have
Oh,
something to
trust me,
bring.
I have plenty more on the other ones.
Okay, okay, all right. Very good. Cody, how about you, sir? Are you as humble as
Uh,
John, or are you gonna take a higher and mightier stance?
Higher and mightier. uh, I see John's point, and it is a fair point. If I was to make any improvements to the film, just sitting aside as a hypothetical, I am not critiquing Tim Burton or any of those guys at all. And this is completely with the benefit of hindsight. But if anything, I agree with John. Like, I understand like the thought behind it. You want to give like a personal grievance between these two antagonistic characters. That's classic movie storytelling. Give the characters personal stakes in the final conflict, make them like truly hate each other. That is like movie making 101 for good guys and bad guys. But the Joker is just, again, he is chaotic. So my one thing would be like, you could kind of kill two birds with one stone because because very few films highlight the fact that Batman is the world's greatest detective, and the Joker is just a never-ending mystery. And so you could you kind of highlight Batman's detectiveness by him trying to look into this criminal who he knocked into a vat and not be able to find anything on this man other than the fact he was a criminal that just showed up to work for these crime families one day, and that just kind of be like a point of contention for him that never gets resolved through the film, just to kind of keep the Joker a little spookier and kind of unnerve you and show that even though Batman's a competent detective, he cannot figure out where this thing came from. And so, and then of course just kind of cutting back on some of the goofier elements, not getting rid of them, but maybe like toning down some of the goofier elements of the film. That's about it for me,
Yeah,
for this one anyways.
yeah. Yeah, my answer to this question would be, I would say take a little focus off of the darkness and put a bit more emphasis on tugging on the old heartstrings. Like, make it impossible for us to not care about what happens next. We have no choice but to care about your story. Like, that can be done. Tim Burton can do it. I've seen him do it. We all have, but he didn't do it for this one. Once again, to our listeners, in my humble opinion.